Good afternoon, everyone. We are Group 4, and today we're going to discuss about the types of evidences in argumentation and debate. So, Group 4 members are Ed Kezel, or Keza, Janelle Mandolin, Roland Kadungog, Jake Jimenez, and myself, Regson Sanico. So, today we're going to discuss about the types of evidences in argumentation and debate, and the types are facts and statistics, expert testimony, examples, and case studies. Personal experience and anecdotes, and evaluating the credibility of evidence. So those are the different types. And to start with, we're going to discuss about facts and statistics. So facts are statements that can be verified as true, while statistics are numerical data gathered through research, surveys, or official records. Both are among the strongest forms of evidence because they are objective and measurable. They are not based on guesses or speculations, but on factual data. So examples: fact, the Philippines consists of more than 7,600 islands. So this is a fact because based on history and studies and research, this has been proven to be true. Statistics example: according to the Philippine Statistics Authority, the country's literacy rate is 97%. So these are based on data recorded by agencies as they study and collect information to get this percentage of the Philippine literacy rate based on the information. And the strengths of this: objective and verifiable. It increases credibility, difficult to dispute when obtained from reliable resources. Though it has strengths, it also has a weakness. It can be misleading if taken out of context, and statistics may be outdated or manipulated. So it can be manipulated by agencies who try to control, gather data. So information can be outdated, especially if it's been obsolete or not the latest result of surveys and studies. So those are the weaknesses and the strengths of this type of evidences. So it is very important that we need to collect information, and it has to be factual and not just any information that we get outside or on social media, because sometimes they just try to post unreliable information.
And now let's proceed to the expert testimony. Expert testimony is evidence provided by a person with specialized knowledge, education, training, or professional experience in a particular field. Expert helps explain complex issues and add authority to an argument. And here's the examples. A doctor discussing the effects of smoking, an economist explaining inflation, a climate scientist discussing global warming. Expert testimony simply means evidence or statement given by someone who's an expert in a certain field, someone with special knowledge, training, education, or lots of professional experience. We use this to explain complicated topics clearly and make our arguments stronger and more believable. Good examples are a doctor talking about health effects of smoking, an economist explaining inflation, of a climate scientist discussing global warming. But one thing to remember, even expert testimony can be misleading if you take out of its real context, or if the information they rely on is already outdated.
Hey everyone, I am Akiso Abiza. Today I'm here to talk about examples and case studies. Examples are a specific instance that illustrates a point. Case studies are detailed examinations of real-life situations used to support a claim. Examples: A school that improves students' performance after implementing a reading program. A company that increases profit by allowing employees to work remotely. So I am going to talk about strengths and weaknesses. Like what I s- like what I said from the example, a school that improves student performance after implementing a reading program. So this is actually true. Like when schools implement a reading program, it actually improves students' performance in reading. So second, like a company that increase profits by allowing employees to work remotely. So like the workers are allowed to like just work in their home or at the job site, like depending on where they live, near or far. So this is very helpful for like companies or like the workers in general that live far away from their job. So this is very important. But I'm going to talk about weaknesses. So one case does not always represent the general population. Results may not apply in every situation. So if I am going to give example of weaknesses, like if your friend bought like an iPhone and uh the first the first day that she used it, it broke and glitches. So and you think that all iPhones are broken, but it's not really all iPhones are like that because it's just her phone. Maybe she had like the one that she bought like broke or she did something, I don't know, and like millions of others did not have the same situation as her friend. So it's something like that. And that's all of my topic. Thank you for listening.
Good day, ma'am. My topic is all about personal experience and anecdotes. So, an anecdote is a short personal story used to illustrate a point, and also it is based on personal experience that helps make a point and engage the audience. While a personal experience is something that has actually happened to you. And for example, is when I was in high school, I was afraid of speaking in front of the class. After joining a debate club, I became more confident. And the other example is when I stopped using social media before bedtime, I sleep better. And the last example is my grandfather quit smoking at age 60 and became healthier. So, in personal experience and anecdotes, they have a strength and weaknesses. So, first is connects emotionally with the audience. Second is easy to remember. And the weaknesses is subjective and may not represent everyone. And the second is cannot prove a general claim by itself.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Jig Jimenez, and today I'm going to talk about evaluating the credibility of evidence. So, before using evidence in a debate, ask questions. So, here are the questions. Is the source credible? This checks if the information comes from a trustworthy region. You confirm it's published by government agencies, academic institutions, or well established respected groups. And if the author has proper education, training, or relevant experiences to write about the topic. Is the evidence accurate? So this verifies if the facts are true and reliable. You check if the details can be confirmed through other means, and if the same information stated or supported by other trusted sources instead of being one-sided or unproven claim. Is it current? This checks if the information is up to date. You look at the date of publication or last update, because older data may be outdated, incorrect, or no longer applicable, especially for topics like health, laws, or statistics. Is it relevant? This checks if the information actually fits your topic or argument. You confirm it directly explains, proves, or supports your main point instead of being unrelated or off topic. Is there bias? This checks if the source is fair and objective. You see if it's influenced by hidden goals like political beliefs, money, profit, or personal opinions that may twist or favor one side unfairly. So, it works together to help you if you judge information or evidence in reliable, honest, and convincing enough to use. So here are the comparison of types of evidence. Facts and statistics. Probable true statements, numerical data gathered from research or surveys. Expert testimony. Information from someone with specialized knowledge, training, or experience. Examples and case studies. Specific real-life instances or detailed observation used to support a claim. Personal experience and anecdotes. Individual stories or shared experiences to make a point relatable. Evaluating the credibility of evidence. Check source, accuracy, currency, relevance, and bias. Ensures reliability, strengthens argument, avoid misinformation. Needs time and research, not sources are all easy to verify. Using any information, always check before you include it.